Now, I mean, yes, okay. I had appendicitis. I went into the emergency room. $25 emergency visit.
Yeah.
That's my copay. Well, of course, the administrator there is like, "Wow, that's low."
Yeah, that's good insurance.
And that is good.
Good insurance.
That is good. But I mean,
in all the Western European countries are similar. You use national health care.
well, this national health care. You just have a basic
you
copay.
You just have your basic copay. Everybody gets pretty
and that's
much
everybody though.
Yeah, I know. That's what we need here. Will never happen because of the idea that socialism.
Insurance companies and banks.
Yeah, well, they want that profit margin. Those insurance companies rake a profit every time. You know, they give you the good insurance, but they also rake their piece, which is what makes it expensive.
Exactly.
No, we got a dumb deal with the insurance. Like we have something that every American should have. They shouldn't be dragging us down. The rest of America
They should be
saying we need to have what they have, but they got the class envy thing going. You saw those stories. Free fitness centers, free. Don't you remember that?
Yeah.
I have it on my site somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, free plastic surgery.
Yeah, right. Free tummy tuck. Free
boob job. Yeah.
Free, you know, that was such bullshit. With John Charles. Well, these were, you know, it's just, it was so, nobody said anything. Nobody debunked it. I did a little YouTube video debunking it. It got a lot of hits, but it's not going to do anything compared to the networks.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
have had people come onto my bus and just, well, at least you have insurance. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you're in that spot.
That's right. Well, I know the class warfare thing works well, and unfortunately, people fall for it. But the unions in this country are in trouble. And when the Republicans get in there, which they're coming in right now, that's going to be their first target is unions.
I think the unions are in trouble because what we were talking about earlier is people have come in here and they're complacent.
Yeah.
They're not getting involved.
Yeah.
They're not staying informed. It's not easy enough to get information, so they're just letting it be and saying, "Well, I pay my union dues."
Yeah.
You could do that.
Is it okay?
Yeah, you could
All right.
lay out that kind of deal. But no.
I agree. Well, when they start losing stuff, well, maybe they'll have a reaction. I don't know. People are scared too. People that haven't been there very long are scared to lose their jobs.
Well, people are afraid to confront the union or to confront management.
I know that.
I've heard.
Everybody's scared. I know.
Yeah.
They think, they look at me. They see me on TV or whatever, and they go, "I can't believe. How can he still be working here?" You know?
Yeah. What is the mob's going to come get you? Or,
I don't know.
God, that's the way they put it out. It's like if you dare go after management, or if you dare go after or don't agree with the union, some mobster is going to come up to your door and say, "Hey."
Also, you don't want to get, you do need the union, and if you get fired, let's say, you do need them a little. You can't just be against them. Well, say the management decided to get rid of me one day. They just said, "Okay," and they can. You know as well as I do. If they decide they want you gone, you're gone. You can appeal to the procedures.
You can watch a person long enough, and someone will inadvertently do something wrong.
Well, they just get rid of you, and even they get rid of you make you for a whole year. Just go. You're fired. You can go through all the procedures and take a year and get it back. They do it. I know that they do that. If they want to.
Yeah.
If they want to, they can make your life miserable. They're in the driver's seat, not the union here.
Well, yes, if they want to, but it would be effort. It would be an effort on their part because they'll have to document everything and all that. I mean, but actually, the way McFarland's going right now, he's just shoot now, ask questions later.
Yeah, I've got real problems with him, boy. This is a real cutthroat man here. He spent 19 years building rail.
Do you remember back? I don't remember when it happened. When Gresham Transit Center had all the issues and stuff, and they decided to hire Wackenhut to start being on the trains and doing all the, and they sent that memo, and Bruce, they accidentally sent it to Bruce Hansen.
No,
do you remember?
No. What was the memo?
It was a management to management memo. I'm trying to remember the details of it, but basically, it was saying we're going to do this. The union's not going to like it, but by the time they find out and they start going, by the time they're done with it all, we're going to have everyone in place.
Oh, they actually said that.
Yeah, but someone accidentally sent it to Bruce Hansen, and that was when he was executive board officer at the time. And he went straight up to John and said, look what I have. And of course the union jumped right on it because someone dropped the ball and
well, that's how they do things. That illustrates my point.
Yeah, and that's
that's what I'm saying.
Fred Hansen was just
when they want to do it, they do it.
Yeah, Trimet does whatever they want.
Yeah, they're their own country. They're their own country. They make the rules.
And I'm starting to notice when they do what they want, they also keep a watchful eye out and try to keep certain documents as backup, just in case they get called on the carpet. And then when they do get called on the carpet and they have to correct whatever they've done wrong, they try to correct as little as possible.
I don't see them ever correcting anything, do you? What have they corrected?
I've seen situations where, like,
you talking personnel matters, or I mean, I'm talking like projects that they've undertaken.
I'm talking personnel issues. Like trying to think. Like I argued the contractual leave. They were denying contractual leave for same-sex domestic partners.
Right.
And I had heard from other members that this was going on. And I said, well, this can't be and stuff. I said, but I need documentation to present to fight this.
Right.
And everyone was afraid to step forward with documentation. Right. Well, then finally one person stepped forward. And then I had a surgery that I had to go to, and then John wound up being denied for the contractual leave. So now I had two people with documentation, and then John was in a car accident, and I was denied contract leave. So now I had three people.
Right.
I thought, there, I have enough documentation to show a pattern. So I presented it to Trimet. John said, oh, there's no discrimination going on here. You don't know what you're talking about. Presented to Sam and the union. Sam says, oh, that's how it's been going for 20 years. And went on and on about this. I kept on hounding John. Finally, John gets Susan Stoner to send, that's the union lawyer, to send Trimet a letter saying, we have a person that may have a lawsuit if you don't correct this. And we don't want a lawsuit. Well, of course, finally with delay, Fred Hansen, May 24th, sent back a letter, said, I agree with you, this needs to be changed. So they changed the contract just on those emails. There's no side letter, no nothing, they just changed it on those emails. But they didn't tell management. They didn't tell the union.
Really?
According to the union, they never received a letter from Fred Hansen.
I see.
But then come July, when I was denied, come July, I got tired of not hearing responses and stuff. I got ACLU involved. The day they called, Trimet said, oh, policy has been changed May 24th. We sent ATU a letter. And so that got ACLU off their back. But out of the three people that were affected, my time was the only one corrected. And the reason is because the policy change didn't take effect till May 24th, and the two others were before May 24th.
I see, but now that policy is permanently in place now.
Well, no.
No, it's not.
No. In the email from Fred, it states, I'll have to I'll edit and put a copy of it.
Okay.
But in the email, it states that this is only in effect until the new contract kicks in.
And then, what happens? Nothing. Back to the old.
It says it's just in effect until the new contract kicks in.
I see.
Nothing more, nothing less. So right now, until the new contract kicks in, Trimet is allowing all domestic partners contractual leave.
Okay. Until the new contract,
Till the new contract.
which will be probably.
Well, in the new contract, Trimet's final offer includes domestic partnership in contractual leave.
Oh, okay.
So it should
It should
continue
be
on.
simple. Okay. Well, that's one good change that you were able to make then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That, I mean, it's still all these other people. I mean, the two others that showed the documentation and all the others,
Mm-hmm.
they've still been discriminated against, and they're being told, "Oh well."
Yeah. Well, that's what they do.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't
Yeah.
fight for their rights, I mean. You know.
And so, and it's like, I mean, when I went to go talk to Ruth Tilson about this, when I was, she made a statement to me, saying, basically paraphrasing her, is saying, well, you know, other states offer these benefits to same-sex domestic partners. Why don't they just move there?
That's what she said.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Yes. So of course.
Oh God, that's great.
So of course
Good response, Ruth.
So I took that to
Yeah.
I took that to Hayden.
Yeah.
Took that to HR, and they all just rolled their eyes, and nothing was done about
Yeah.
that. That was an acceptable comment, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, they'll interpret it the way they want. You know what I mean? They're sitting in the power seat. That's what I'm saying. If they want to see it, they'll see it. If they don't want to see it, they won't. Sorry, that doesn't mean that. 1 + 1 = 2. No, sorry,
No.
that doesn't mean that. I mean, sorry, it means 3. And I'm the one making the decisions here. Well, yeah, I agree. I agree. So I don't know where we go with any of. I think if we can get something going to get people to stop being afraid and talking. Organized. I think that's what we're doing here. Me and you are here to attempt to get some organization going where people are organizing. Because
Why are people afraid?
they're afraid of getting fired. And
You're not being
I'm
fired.
not fired.
You're
I'm
being
not
pulled in the office
I've been
and
hauled
talked
in
to,
multiple
but you're not being
times. But
fired.
no, I'm still not even in the disciplinary process that I know of. I'm in the pre-discipline. The only official letter I got was threatening me to go into the disciplinary process with all this HR 202 stuff. And, you know, they keep twisting that around as every day, you know, day by day, they keep changing their interpretation about it.
Yeah. Now, I read through HR 202, and I didn't bring a copy of it with me. Now, in the first interpretation, when I scanned through it, I got the impression that at first it was just talking about from use of any Trimet
Yeah, well,
computer.
it clearly says in the scope part of that, it defines the scope.
Yeah.
And it's clearly Trimet equipment and internet access. That's the definition of the scope of the policy. So I'm not sure what they're thinking because I'm using my time and my equipment and my internet access.
You're not in uniform when you're on camera.
Not when I was. The film that got the attention was I was filming my Max ride, but I wasn't in uniform and I wasn't on duty. And I got on the Max and I was filming the crowd, just as a point of showing the conditions of the Max.
It's public.
I know, but they said that I was in violation of HR 202.
How?
I don't know. It's just what you just illustrated. They decided that their interpretation of HR 202 linked with HR 173 or something would constitute a violation. They just decided that, even though the scope was clearly.
If you're not on the clock, if you're not in uniform.
They just threw that in. Believe me, I've been taping on public transit in this ever since that last meeting, which the first time I got hauled in there was during the Chris Alexander. Remember Chris Alexander got on the news? He was taking a picture. They hauled my ass in too.
Of course.
And that's when I had to go ahead and do my own training session and all of that. They had my own personal training.
Woohoo! Personal attention.
But nobody ever said to me, ever, that I couldn't film on my own time on the system. This was something new. This was something brand new. That's because that guy up in Vancouver, Griffith, wrote this article, "Why is Trimet and Al M spying on you?" That's how he worded it. And they showed my video of me on the Max. He's trying to making me sound, he's trying to connect me with Trimet, even though I'm obviously not connected.
Spying.
That's how he worked. That's how Griffith operates. He takes stuff and he kind of manipulates information to make it come out the way he wants. He's one of those yellow journalism type people.